Hi, I'm Lata Hamilton and I'm the head coach of Passion Pioneers. And I'm going to talk to you today about the importance of personal ROI or return on investment when it comes to motivation. We seem to put a lot of effort and energy into our work. You might be putting your health, your relationships, your family, your other social events or social activities on the line in order to meet the commitments or meet the deadlines or do whatever is needing to be done for your paid work. Why are we willing to go into work on our sick days? Why are we willing to work those late nights? Why are we willing to jeopardize and put other things in our lives at risk? I think work means a lot of different things for different people. I think it means a sense of identity, a sense of purpose, a sense of achievement. But I think that there's one thing that it consistently means to everybody, and if you're in a paid salaried position, you are getting a regular paycheck. And it's really interesting because I think today there definitely is a bit of a culture of instant gratification, of doing something and getting an immediate result. Whether that's, posting something on social media and getting a flood of likes or comments, or whether that's, shopping online and having that thing delivered to you the next day. Instant gratification, getting an instant result for the effort that we put in. Now, obviously, when it comes to our pay, we don't get that instantly, but we know it's coming up. We know that showing up to work for this week is going to give us pay, in a fortnight or in a month. So at a level, we are always knowing that we're going to get a return on investment for the effort and the time that we're putting into that job. What happens when there's a goal that you want to achieve or or something that you want to have or get done, which you can't get instantly? I'm going to give you 3 ideas. So the first idea for you is to gamify. And that basically means turning something into a game, turning a goal that you have into a game. We play games when we're kids, and it's that feeling of sort of leveling up or building points over time or growing and earning the win at the end of the game. So an example that I had was once when I was in a particular team, we each had individual well-being goals. And so I made this game board, kind of looked a little bit like a Monopoly rainbow kind of snakes and ladders game board. And each week we met up as a team and we found out how much progress each of us had made on our well-being goal, and depending on how much progress you made, depending on how many spaces you could move forward. And if you hadn't made any progress, there was a consequence. You had to roll some dice, and the different numbers of the dice corresponded to different consequences. So one of them, for example, if you landed on a 3, you had to walk up and down the stairs all day. You weren't allowed to catch the lift that day. So it's a way of earning points, of leveling up, of setting yourself targets and then giving yourself something to measure that by. And then having a prize or having a win at the end of it. So the second idea that I have for you is to find a way to pay yourself. We know that you are motivated by money, because if you are going to work in a paid salaried job and you are putting in the effort and you're showing up, even if you, maybe don't feel like showing up to work that day, you know that you are motivated by that salary and that pay that you get. And I think that there's a lot of stigma attached to being motivated by money, but to me, money gives you freedom. So use what you already know works for you. And one of the ideas that I have for you is to put together a rate card. So I used to work in an agency, and if I did, this amount of work or this particular type of work, it would mean that the client would pay X amount. There's no reason that you couldn't use a rate card for your own personal stuff. So let's use my business as an example. I've put together a rate card on different things that maybe aren't getting me an instant sort of sale return, but they are building up brand, they're building up reputation, they're building up my ability to help you with things like me posting a video like this might mean that I then pay myself $20, or me posting an article on Facebook or LinkedIn might mean that I then pay myself $5, and depending on how many shares or likes or comments and things that I get on that, might be more money as well. And in that way, it means that I actually feel like I'm getting a return on the effort and the time and the energy and the emotion that I'm putting into building up my business and building up my brand. And so the third and final idea I have for you is to change the meaning. This one might be a little bit harder to do on your own, but you could always work with a coach like me or an NLP practitioner. If you've got a goal or a task or something that you want to do or have and you don't feel motivated around it, it might just mean that you've either got too much pain associated with what needs to happen in order to get that goal, or it might mean that you don't actually see that there's going to be enough pleasure, that there's not going to be enough return or enough benefit for you from that. They were the three ideas that I had for you. The first one, remember, was gamify. The second one was to find a way to pay yourself, and then the third one was to find a way to change the meaning for yourself.